Howdy howdy, Sea Devil here, and welcome back to our Mortal Empire's legendary Dwarf campaign walkthrough. Relaxing campaign where we're going to conquer every single settlement on the entire map and take a look at all the new buildings, all the new effects in the Mortal Empire's campaign. If you're new to the campaign, I do take my time, I go slow, I try to go over every stat so that everyone understands my thinking. The last episode was pure reorganizing of settlements. We're resetting our next term goal, I guess, to finish off all of our techs by turn 250. We approximated we're going to be about to turn 270 to turn 277, but if we can speed that up, we'll get an extra 25 turns of increased use of all of our techs, and we will use every single one. There's actually not one that we won't use. And to do that, we've reorganized our buildings. We're going to try and get our provinces all up to rank 5 so we can get those master engineers on the go. We can increase our research rate and hopefully drive that down and get everything done by turn 250. So that's kind of our goal. So I rearranged a lot of buildings to put some growth buildings in there. We're going to lose a little bit of income in the short term, which is fine. I do want to do this while I still have any trade agreements left, because sooner rather than later our trade is all going to dry up as everyone goes to war with everyone else. So we'll try and get that done. I'm still in the middle of reorganizing things. I'm going to go through all of my heroes now. I do have about 4 battles that have to take place, but I'll wait till the next episode so I can put all the battles together. So if you don't like to see, changing kits and who has what armor and who has what follower and where everyone is, it's probably not an episode for you. This is actually my very favorite part of the game, making sure I have all my heroes with the things that I want them to have and the armor they have, and playing with my armies and looking at the campaign map, looking at the text and stuff like that. So this is where I get the most joy out of the game. So I'm going to continue going through this. So what I want to do first is I want to go through all of my units, all of my heroes that are boosting my income. So right now, if we look, we are at... why do I have them at 0? Okay, right. So I have them at 0, these guys at 0, just to focus down public order. But if we take a look, Rib Peaks, we're making 7,900 gold per turn. And part of the reason I have that is I have 2 heroes here, and these heroes do boost our income. I'd love to put a master engineer because they have a skill down in their blue tree that boosts income, but they're too valuable doing other things right now. So for example, this is Gorazin Gunbat, is who I would consider a near perfect. If he was a master engineer, he would be perfect. But he has a stonemason to boost our income from gold mines by 8%, a dwarf bride, income from all buildings in the local region by 9%, a daughter of Valaya, the same thing for 7% income. We do have a student, which is research rate plus 10% faction wide. I try to give those to all my immortal lords, but he's pretty safe where he is. I have a miner, the income from gold mines of positive 15%, and income from gold mines of 8%. So if I take, what have I got? 8 and 8, 16, 15, 31, 38, 47%. So I almost got a 50% boost in income by having him sitting here. So these guys I want to focus on first. We'll go to Varengi just to make sure he has the correct kit. He does have a stonemason, a daughter of Valaya, so stonemason 8%, daughter of Valaya 7. He has an archivist for the research rate, a dwarf bride of 9, and a goldsmith of 8. We don't have a miner because we only have 1 follower that's a miner. They're pretty hard to get. So we'll go down to our last gold mine in Black Crag. We have Birnoth down here, and he has a stonemason, a dwarf bride, a daughter of Valaya. I don't think we have yeah, I know we don't have a miner. I don't think we have another goldsmith. Powder maker, reckoner, room bearer, yeah, teller of tales, archivist. Yeah, we don't have another goldsmith. If we went down here, I think we have 2. I'm just going to double check and make sure I don't have a goldsmith somewhere else. Yeah, we have 2. And they're being utilized, and where's, yeah, our miners down here, we have 1. and that is being utilized. So he's set up the way I want him, and I've taken off all their extra stuff. If I want to later, maybe I'll put some back on if we have any kind of public order problems. So we got Oldor here, and he's got a brewmaster, a cooper, and a jewelsmith, which all give income from breweries and gem cutters of plus 6%. So he's boosting the income here in the Silver Road. He's also got a dwarf bride and a student research rate faction wide, but I'm also going to give him a daughter of Valaya to boost that by 7% more. And we're good. So we're done these guys, and they're boosting our income. I do believe we finished all their kits up here. Yeah, we've got Dwinbar recruiting, and Morgus is just healing, and Throthy, the once murdered, should have everything he needs. Yep, the Tattooist, Choir Master, and Teller of Tales, and all of that is to try and get our corruption down as quickly as possible. So that's, right now it's at 79%. It's on its way down to 7.4%. But it'll get even bigger next turn once all their effects come into play. So now I want to go and grab all of my other characters that are not in an army, and we'll do our army last, our armies at the very end. So Dimzad.
What can I do?
Okay, so all he's doing is trying to do research, trying to buff up our research. He's not in an army, and he won't be in one. Since he is in a place we are going to take, oh, he has a student. I would like him to have a choir master, a dwarven tattooist, and a teller of tales, and he has all those three things, and that is going to help this corruption. So characters are improving our untainted. So while I'm doing this down in these lands, I might as well improve that. Mundry. Okay. Do we have a lot of corruption here? 16%. Not a whole lot. Yeah. So I don't really need to have him with anything, but, you know, if he could, you know, just because this is Lizardmen land, their corruption here is not too bad. We're only getting a, let me see, Lamia, public order. We're only getting, so where is that? Corruption is giving us -5. I don't know, we could bring that down. So maybe I'll go ahead and do that. And I'll give him a choir master, a tattooist, and a teller of tales. Yep. Okay. So him just being around here and around any of these, yeah, these all have pretty good corruption, is going to make a difference. So, and while I'm thinking of it, I actually want him to keep an eye. Maybe I want him to come down here and keep an eye on Teotihuacan. I have to come here to Resetra, it's one of their capitals, and take it. So maybe I take Mundry and I bring him down here just to make sure I know what's going on over here. Okay, we'll go to Throthy, the once murdered. He's already got his kit. Rangi, Oldor, good. Alric. Right. So Alric is just exploring for us, and I have a new plan for him. I'm going to land at the Awakening. The vampire counts down here only have 2 settlements. They have the Awakening, and I think they have 1 down here. Yeah, it is down here. Masks of the Old Ones. I just can't see it. So Mangrove Coast must be right here. So I plan on landing in the Awakening. So I'm going to send him, instead of going up there to search, I'm going to send him over here so I can keep an eye on what's going on over here.
Do not ask me to shame our clan. A wise plan. It is agreed.
Okay, and I'm going to give him, he has no stuff, I'm going to give him a tattooist, a choir master, and a so tattooist, a choir master, and a teller of tales. Where's my teller of tales? Rune bearer. I have a rune bearer. Okay, I need to put that on someone. Teller of tales. Okay. And what that's going to give him, again, it's going to give him +2 public order wherever he is, and +7 untainted. So while he's there,
What orders?
keeping an eye on the awakening,
A binding
he's going to start getting rid of all that corruption. 60% vampiric corruption here, 6.2% Skaven, and 5.9% chaos corruption. So, and it is actually going up already. Interesting. Osmosis corruption. So we're going to deal with that. Okay, before I forget, who do I want? Okay,
King's command.
so Cazador Dragonslayer,
If you dare.
he's going to be the one that lands in Lustria first. And he's going to land here and take the Awakening with all his flamethrowers, and that'll be fun to use against the undead. So I want to go to him, and we will give him... Perfect. He has Banners of Eternal Flame. He has a Sapper. Enemy Siege holdout time. I'm never going to use that Sapper. I'll give him the Rune Bearer. Where's the Rune Bearer? Rune Master. Did I go past it? No. Rune Bearer. Campaign movement range. +10%. Is there anything else I want to give him? Master Rune of Stromny Redbeard? No. I want to give him all the flame ones. And there's no more left. Nope. I guess I could give him a Sapper. He could keep that because I don't want to fill him up with anything I don't want right now. I might give him one other one. Okay. So we'll keep going down here. Alric is gone. Okay, Birnoth is done. Gorazan is done. So that's everyone in my army. Sorry, everyone not in an army. So we'll go to Grombrindle and make sure he's got the precise kit we want. He's got all his armor. Shrieking Blade causes fear. Talisman of Preservation. I probably don't need that on him, just because he's already so tanky. I could use that on a hero that is not as beefy. So maybe I get a Talisman of Endurance, 15%. And I'm just going to check for my non-legendary lords. Dwinbar, he should have a Talisman of Endurance, I think. He has a 15% one. I want to give him the 20% one, Preservation. Okay. And Kunhern, I want him to have a 20% one. He has 10%. Okay. Who has... Thordek Barbadek does not need that one. 20%. I'm going to change my heroes. I'm going to give them good equipment, but they're going to get the second best. All the best equipment goes to my heroes first. So Talisman of Preservation. Good. Dwinbar's got his done. Alric.
Iron-willed.
Oh, right. He's just here to go take that. Cazador Dragonslayer. And I can't give him a Talisman of Preservation because he's got a Dragonbane Gem. Right. Fire. He's going to have 55% fire resistance. Fire Ring of Thori. Banner of Eternal Flame. Ah, this is going to be such a fun army to fight with. I do want to give... Svenner, what are you doing? Ah, right. And Morgus, Death Dealer. Do you have a Talisman of Preservation? He does. Okay. And Thrund. I want to make sure Thrund also has a Talisman of Preservation. He has a Talisman of Protection, so I want a Talisman of Preservation for him. Okay, Morgus, Dwinbar, Kunhern. So he can't get a Talisman of Preservation. So he has a Talisman of Protection. I'll give him the next best thing. We'll give him 15%. If we can find one. Talisman of Endurance. Or... he's got 85 melee defense. Maybe we give him the Seed of Rebirth. Is that here? Seed of Rebirth. Who has that? Snorri has it, so we're going to give that to him. And that will just allow him to heal. And he has a Ruby Ring of Ruin. I don't want him to have that. I would rather him have a potion. Okay, Kunhern has one. Morgus Death Dealer has a potion of healing. And he has a Seed of Rebirth, that's fine. I have a potion of healing available. And I should have a potion of toughness available. Where is that? Did I just go by it? Okay, who has that? Thordek Barbadrak. So what I'm going to give him is a potion of toughness does not heal as much. But it does heal some. So I'm going to give him the potion of toughness to go along with a Seed of Rebirth. And I'll give my other heroes the healing potion. So Morgus, does he have a healing potion already? Yep. Cazador.
It's time.
You know, he has a Fire Ring of Thori. Dragonbane Gen. Maybe I give him a healing potion. I would like him to keep that ring. But just because he's actually going to need it. Because he doesn't have any regeneration. And I can't put the Seed of Rebirth here anyways. I wonder if I have a weapon that does fire damage. Sword of Anti-Heroes. Warrior Bane. I do have a Shrieking Blade causing fear and terror. I love that weapon. Hammer of Drakharas. That's actually really good too in case he's fighting someone very specific. Sigil Sword, Shrieking Blade, Tormentor Sword. Maybe I like him. I like the idea that he causes fear and terror, but I also like this hammer of Karak Draws. Minus 25% weapon damage, minus 44% melee attack for 47 seconds on whoever he casts it on every 90 seconds. So Buragar Belagarson has that. I like it. And Snorri Oathkeeper has this other one. So I'm going to take that one. Just so he has a little bit of an ability to stop incoming damage to himself from an enemy hero. And he does have a potion of healing now. Okay. Cazador. Sorry, we go to Thrund. Let's double check him. Potion of Toughness, Seed of Rebirth. Okay, that's a good combination. Okay. Morgus has the healing potion. And we have Dwinbar. He has a potion of strength and talisman of Petters. You know, I don't think I need to give him as much. Just because he has that regeneration. But he's fought for me. And he does poison damage. He's fought for me quite a long time. So he has physical resistance from beating, you know, who did he beat? The Great Green Killer. From beating Wurzag. He's got Vampire Hunter. Cruelty Restrained. Ghost or Gorse, Poison, Doomslayer. He defeated Arcane, the Ever-Chosen, so he's immune to psychology. He's pretty good, so we'll just give him the Talisman of Preservation and the Potion of Strength. I do like that. Let me see. Is there anything else that I really like? Do you like those Terrifying Mask of E, Potion of Toughness, Missile Resistance? Who has this Potion of Healing? Cazador. Cazador has one. Kunhern. Morgus. And Alden Burlickson. Oh, he has a Featherfoe Torque. So those are all assigned. And there is a spare one or no? No. Potion of Speed. I'm just wondering, that Potion of Strength is really good. Oh, he's going to do magical damage. Yeah, so that Potion of Strength will be useful. Because he's going to be doing magical damage as of the next turn. So we're good for him. Now, we'll go to Belagar. So, actually, we did Grombrindle, right?
quite
just to make
dwarf.
sure he has, and this will take a while. I got to go through everything and go through it again and again. So, right, Grombrindle, he has everything I need here. He has Rune Bearer for speed, Guildmaster, Banner of Swiftness, that's the speed for the Gyrocopter, and Archivist. He has a very good army. So I can use like, charge bonus, that kind of stuff. I'm going to use the charge bonus and and magic resistance, I think. Just to see what we got left here. Lichbone, Gleaming Pendant. Yeah, I only need 1 speed. Scarecrow Banner, -4 leadership. Daughter of Light, I think these are all economic. Grudge Keeper, Greenskins. Leadership. Shield Breaker, don't need that. Does he have any Slayers? He has 1, doesn't he? He has 1. So, let's give him the Slayer Ward. Okay, it should be up down here. Slayer Ward. And speaking of someone who has Slayers, that's Thorgrim. He has 2. So I should give him a Slayer Ward as well, while I'm thinking of it. So I think we have a few. Yep, Slayer Ward. So that'll reduce the upkeep for his army. And he's all set up here. He could use the speed buffs for his gyrocopters if I have 2. Rune of Courage, speed, Banner of Swiftness. Is there another Banner of Swiftness? Ancestor Rune, Standard Discipline. Daughter of Laya, maybe not. Reckoner. Oh, he doesn't have a Rune Bearer details, but he doesn't need a Rune Bearer. Because he's just... We'll get into what my plan is with everybody. If I can't get 2 Banners of Swiftness, I don't want 1. Either I get 2, 1 for each gyrocopter, or I don't have any. Cooper, Dwarven Tattooist, Powdermaker, Reckoner. Smith Apprentice, Stonemason, Teller of Tales. Okay, so I'm not going to take that Banner of Swiftness. I'll take something else. And I guess we could do a magic resistance for him. And we don't really need leadership. You know what? Armor piercing damage? Sure. What does he have? He has 2 Longbeards with great weapons, so I'll give them both armor piercing damage. Plus 10, so I'll give them both Razor Standards. Okay, that's just a good kit for him. Alright, now we want Bellegarde. Bellegarde's army is meant to be tanky. Fighting in the underway and surviving, So he has a Terrifying Mask of E, Talisman of Preservation, Hammer of Angrand, which is Public Order +3 in all provinces. That's so good. Weapon Strength 10%, Magical Attack, Shield of Defiance, Word Save 15%. What is his Word Save up to? 35%. So good. He has an Archivist and a Rune Bearer for campaign movement range. And let's see if we can get him things that'll make everybody just tankier. 8 Leadership, Melee Attack, Banner of Lost Holds, Rune of Stoicism, Unbreakable, Ancestor's Rune, Rune of Courage. I like the Magic Resistance. Okay. And you know what? We're fighting these, all these lizards. Getting our Thane with a Rune of Banner of Speed. Swiftness, 15% could be useful. Just so he can help defend a little better. Ancestors, Magic Resistance, Gleaming Pendant, Scarecrow Banner, -4 leadership for flying enemies. Yeah, I like that. That's going to help just make them go away faster. Reason Gem Cutters, Gleaming Pendant, +4 leadership to self. Grudge Keeper, Jill Smith, Powdermaker, Reckoner. Yeah, leadership. And he doesn't have any slayers. Master Runner Valaya. So maybe we get him another where's the magic resistance? Banner of Lost Holds. Lichbone Pendant. So magic resistance 25%. So he's got 2 of those. And that's the whole idea, is to make him tanky. So we got that. So in his army, he has Berigar Beligarson. He has a Helm of Discord. Yep, that'll help him last. 26 seconds, minus 27 melee attack and melee defense around him. He has a Hammer of Doc Kras, minus 25% weapon damage, minus 44 melee attack around him. He has the Opal Amulet, which is 22% damage resistance. Again, good. And Iron Course. Missile resistance, 10%. Is there anything else there? The other Trickster's Shard, no. Featherfoe Torque, minus 12 armor and minus 9 melee defense for flying. Yeah. Iron Course. Yeah, I like that. Featherfoe Torque. He's fighting flyers, so he has a Sapper. Let's get him all these, any extra ones we can find that are any kind of useful. Untainted, Powder Maker, Reckoner. Character's aura leadership effect. Sure. And we have a Rune Bearer down there. We've got to remember to give that Rune Bearer to somebody. Runesmith Apprentice, Teller of Tales, Archivist. So there's nothing really else we could give him. Campaign movement range. So that's kind of him. Let's actually see who I want to give the campaign movement range to. Okay, let's just go in here. See who needs it. So does he have a Rune Bearer? Yes. Okay, Thrund. No, he does not have a Rune Bearer. Let's give him a Rune Bearer. Where is that Rune Bearer? Standard Discipline. Just before I forget it. Powder Maker. Rune Bearer, campaign movement range. Awesome. We'll go back down here. Or I guess back up here. And we'll go to our Master Engineer, Durgan. Take a look at his kit. Minus 5 melee attack at all times around himself. 40 meters. Warrior Bane, minus 6% weapon damage all the way around himself. Lodestone, magic resistance. I would rather give him like a either physical resistance or ward save. We'll give him physical resistance. And he has missile resistance of 10%. That seems good. He's got himself a student. Daughter of Valaya, Dwarf Bride, Dwarf Tattooist, Income, Powder Maker, Runesmith Apprentice, Stone Mason, Teller of Tales. Okay. That does it. There's nothing else he can get that's going to be terribly useful. Aside from these other, like when I've got everyone done, I'm going to redistribute the rest of what I got. But that's Beligar's army is complete. And now we have Ungram. So we know Ungram is absolutely going to be in Undead Lands. He's got these Master Runes of Grungni for 20% missile resistance. I know we don't need those right now. And he's got a Slayer word for upkeep for Slayers, reduction of 8%, and an Archivist just to keep it on him in case he gets killed. Or I don't want that to get killed. I don't want a hero to get killed forever with that on him because I won't get it back. I'll lose it. So he's got what I need. We'll go to his Thordek Barbdrak. We want to give them attack things. So Helm of Discord, it's good, but I want to give him plus attack. If I can. Armor plus 4, melee defense, armor, melee defense, armor plus 10. Does anything give melee attack? Armor, charm, shield. So Helm of Discord I guess is fine. It gives minus 27 melee defense as well, so that'll help him kill. Shrieking Blade causes fear and terror, absolutely. Talisman of Protection, ward save of 10%, and Ruby Ring of Ruin. The other Trickster Shard, Magic Resistance, Fire Ring of Thori, Featherfoot Torque, Potion of Foolhardiness, Potion of Speed, Charge Speed, Acceleration, and Vigor. I'll give him a Potion of Speed so he can go and catch someone. He's got a Student, a Troll Slayer for bonus versus large, and a Treasure Hunter. Income from post-battle loot. I like all those things. Is there anything else down here that I need? Recruitment for artillery, hero recruitment, nothing. So because he is questing in Vampire Lands, I'm going to give him a Teller of Tales. I probably took this off of him already, but I'm just took everything off to make sure I can get everything on where I want it. Sometimes you got to kind of do that so you don't miss stuff. So I got him a Choir Master, Teller of Tales, and a Dwarven Tattooist, because they're right here in Bel Aliad. They're going to go into these vampiric lands. All those things will help me settle things. So let's go to Snorri. He's got Armor of Fortune, so that's physical resistance. I do want him to be tanky if I'm going to have one tank. Minus 6% weapon damage around himself. Do I have anything that's sort of anti-heroes? Nope, don't need that. It's going to make him even a little tankier. Shrieking Blade I don't need. Kunhern, yeah. Passive ability of the Brass Cleaver. Karazhan of Zorn. Yeah, I like that on him. Any melee defense? No. Warrior Bane, minus 6% weapon damage. That'll help him stop him getting killed fast by a big hero. Ward save 10%. Potion of Strength. I don't want that on him. Featherfoot Torque. Missile Resistance. Potion of Speed. Let's give him the Featherfoot Torque. You know, that's for flyers, but I mean, it's constant, but minus 12 armor, minus 12, maybe not. Missile Resistance. Yeah, sure. Let's give him the Missile Resistance. And he's got a Rune of Striking, Rune of Parrying, Rune of Might, and Rune of Fury. I want to give him a Tattooist. And what do we have? I don't know. We have more Choir Masters or more Teller of Tales. I think we have more Choir Masters. So I'm going to give him a Choir Master. So see, this is what, like let's say I have 5 Choir Masters and 3 Tellers of Tales. I'd rather give him the Choir Master, so then I have 4 and 3, so they're more even, but I don't know if I'll get to the end and I can't find one. If I remember, I'll come back to him. If I have, say, more units that have Teller of Tales. So we'll go down to Kazadny, Gundrickson. Alright. Gambler's Armor. Got any scales? Missile Resistance. I kind of like that, but Charm Shield. Gambler's Armor I like, but that has the ward save. I don't want to have my heroes with like this really good armor. I want to have them with decent armor. Glittering Scales, minus 5 melee attack around himself. Yeah, sure. Well, or just maybe more armor, pure. Melee defense and armor. I'd like to give him stuff that's more attacking. Armor of Silver Steel. He's got Gambler's Armor, Armor plus 5, and Ward Save. I'll give him that armor. He doesn't need anything really spectacular. He's got a Treasure Hunter for income from post-battle loot of 7%, a Prospector, income from sacking of plus 9, and a Sapper, enemy siege holdout time, minus 1. And I want to give him a Choir Master, a Tattooist, and a Teller of Tales. Good. So that's him. Now we have a whole lot of ability to bring down this vampiric corruption as we quest through here. Alright, so I've got Dwinbar Kunhern done. Alric Cazador Dragonslayer. Right, and I think I have him mostly done. He has a Runebearer, Sapper, yet nothing there. And his Yeah, his boy and the master engineer that are there. Sapper. Eventually I will need a choir master with him. Dwarf Bride, Untainted, Jewel Smith, Powdermaker, Runesmith. I guess he's questing around the world. So I will give him a choir master, a tattooist, and let me see, tattooist and a teller of tales. There we go. These are going to be going kind of everywhere. So we'll go to our Thane, Griswold Dragonslayer, and we'll give him the same. Choir master, tattooist, and a teller of tales. Okay, we're out of teller of tales, I think. Yep. So choir master and tattooist. Did I give, I think I gave Snorri a choir master, right? Yeah, that was correct. So that's it for him. And Morgus, right. So I'm going to go over his Thane. What do I have for him? Yeah, I went through him already, Teller of Tales. And did I go through his Thane? Thick. Yes, I did. Dawnstone, Physical Resistance, Shrieking Blade. Yeah, I like it. Armor of Fortune. That's really nice armor. But he has to be pretty robust. Yeah. He has to be pretty robust, to be honest. Treasure Hunter. All right. Good. So I think that is it for my army. To go through all that stuff is quite a lot of work. But it's actually, again, it's my favorite part. I might have the little bits in here and there I need to change when we get back going, but I like to reset my campaign once in a while and just take an hour or two and go through this stuff because A, I like it, and B, it bothers me when I go and look at a guy who has stuff I don't need. But I kind of want to avoid time. So now that we've done that, we A, have to go through our texts, and then B, we will go through our rough outline, our plan, our strategy for the next 30 turns. So when we look at our texts, we're at 298% research rate right now, which means we're doing things kind of not quite, maybe not three. We don't do them 3 times faster, as it doesn't work that way. We basically, things take yeah, they just don't quite work out. This is normally 3, 4, and 5, and this is taking 3 turns. This one's taking 2, so this is kind of close. And this is 6, and it's taking 3 turns, and this is kind of 7, 8, and this is taking 3 turns. It's weird how these kind of things sorted themselves out, but anyways, whatever it is, we need to sort out what we're going to do here, and I want to go through a bunch of stuff. We did talk about going through Vanguard proficiency, so melee defense plus 5 for ranger units and speed plus 10%. I'm definitely getting that. Don't know, maybe not right now though. I want Call Upon Old Oath Stones for the recruitment cost for minus 5% for Longbeards, but it's irrelevant. And I really want the marching songs for plus 5% speed for infantry, and I also want mastercrafted weapons, so that's weapon strength plus 10% for all my one-handed dwarf warriors and dwarf units, and rune-bearing relics is plus 10% weapon strength for all my two-handers. And of course we want mastercrafted armor with plus 5 armor, forge proven armor, armor for iron drakes, melee defense for iron breakers and hammers. We want these beautiful things like Slayer's Onslaught, plus 5% weapon strength for Slayers and 20% charge bonus. I want the Slayer Oath, plus 5 melee attack and plus 5 melee defense for Slayers. That's going to bring my Slayers to 80, about 80 something melee attack when I have like 80. That'd be crazy. Anyways, I do want all those things, but first I'm going to get something that I normally don't get, and there's a reason why, and that's because my lords have been really good and they are really tanky, and I want to continue using them. Like, usually I don't use my lords a whole lot in combat. I usually let my units engage and then use my lords. But because I love what they've done with the games, and my lords all feel heroic. They all feel like legends, and I'm using them all the time. So because I'm using them all the time, I want to go and get Oath Stones. So So I'm going to get +5 leadership for lords and all embedded heroes. So any of my heroes, so that leadership is okay, it doesn't really matter. Really, it's the +3 melee defense, which will make all of them even tankier. And then we're going to go and get Retainer's Vows. So hero recruit rank +1 for things. It's nice to have, but +3 armors for lords and embedded heroes. Not big, but it's there. And +3 weapon strength for all lords and embedded heroes. So we're going to actually go and get that. So I'll get that going, and then we'll come back to this when we're done. Now, I talked a little bit about what I want to do with the Dragon Slayer here, Cazador, and I'm going to take his flamethrowing army. I got another great idea for an army too. I'll probably go through it over the next few episodes. It came in the comments, a good Ironbreaker army. I think it's 9 Ironbreakers or 11. It's crazy. It's going to be fun. Anyways, so I'm going to take and land him here. So he's going to go directly to the Awakening. Now, I need one hero to dwarf the fort, so to say. I think that's got to be generally close in case all hell breaks loose. Well, because he's going there, I want him on the ocean. So he's got his whole army. Yeah, I don't have anyone on the ocean to worry about. So we're in forced march, I guess. Yeah. So I just want to see. Yeah, we have no one. Well, this army doesn't have to worry about anyone. Yeah, right here. So see if that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turns I'll be there. So probably by turn 187 I'll be landing in the Awakening, I'm guessing. And I could start using, as we talked about, start using our hero here. No, I'm not at war with anyone over here yet, I don't think. I'll use Alric Heldor to start reducing the corruption, and that's where I'm going to make my landing in the Awakening. Okay, with him. Oh, right, now I was saying I need a hero to kind of stay home. And I think I'm going to do that with Thorgrim. I am reworking my army, and the reason I'm staying home is in case, let's say the Wood Elves decide they want to go to war with me. I want to react quickly, or Talea. Like, those are the most likely that are going to want to go to war with me, and if they do, I mean, I can come and take Karak Norn, you know, take this right away and kind of bite into them. I don't want to have any of my... I want to have a Lord back here with Lightning Strike back at home so that I can quickly recruit another army and they can work together, and Thorgrim's awesome. And I love his army, and I love playing him. And his Grudge Throwers, Old Deadeye, Grom Speak Grudges, and Chaos Horizon, and the Real Beast have done fantastic for me in campaign. But I'm going to sit him in Migdal Vonglebrak for now. And I'm going to upgrade his army a little bit. And I'm not getting different units. I'm just going to disband. Because these two are rank 6. So I think I can recruit rank 8. Longbeards. Nope, just rank 7. So recruit that one. I'll get rid of these guys. And I'll recruit another Longbeard. So I got all rank 7 Longbeards. And if we get a special event, I mean, I'll re-recruit them. But, you know, it costs so little to recruit. Like, my recruitment cost is less than my actual upkeep cost right now. So definitely want to make sure I get that done. So Thorgrim is going to stay home, and I'm going to get Morgus and Dwinbar. They're just going to stay here for a few turns. Like, Morgus is going to heal up, but this is my super cheap army, right? 6852, and it's going to get cheaper. And Dwinbar, which is my other optimized army, I have 3 kind of... One's optimized for a Rune Smith, or a Rune Lord, one for a regular Lord, which is Dwinbar's army, and this is like the cheapest effective quote-unquote army I thought I could make. And he did really good. Not really good, he did okay. But I'm going to take Dwinbar and Morgus, And my plan is to prepare and invade Lothern. Now, like, Lothern has really bit into the Dark Elves, and we're at war with the Dark Elves. I could actually go and invade up here as well, which I might do. Like, these are all uninhabitable climates, so I might come up here, and I can sail down here and pick up some loot on the way. You know, oh, there's more loot. Looks, oh, maybe I didn't pick that up. The idea being is I might invade Lothern, I might invade Nagarond, but I want to start using those guys to come a different way. Yeah, so Fortress of the Damned. So we'll go and we'll take capitals first. That'll be our goal. And I don't think I'm going to take the smaller ones. I might, but I really want to go from capital to capital. You know, and go to the Frozen City, and then, you know, Harganeth, something like that. Or maybe we take a province at a time, I don't know, just for fun, and slowly work our way in on the Dark Elves. Or we come into Lothern and slowly work our way into the High Elves on their island. Where is it? Is their island down here? Yeah. And we might fight side by side with the Empire, depending on what happens, because like right now I'm definitely not at war with Lothern, but two of the Empire's allies, the Wood Elves and the Bretonnia, are, so I'm guessing the Empire will go to war with them, and they are #1 strength rank, and they do have the most settlements at 53, and Nagarond has been pushed back to 22 settlements, rank 12. You know, so if we end up going to war with Lothern, probably, because I have those guys way up here, I'll probably come down, and like I said, either I'll come through there, or I'll come right down to their island. You know, I don't know, maybe I just use them to go into the Dark Elves, and go down to the north. But I want those two to stay north and go north. Actually, that's probably the way to do it. I'll just head this way with those two armies, and I'll start going into the Dark Elves. And we've got our other army coming south to land here on the Vampire Coast. And then this side, all our armies are going to stay focused here. So I want Kunhern to finish off Fyrus, take Kofur. I want to take Lashik because it's a capital, and I may leave this, I may take it. I don't know. If they... I was thinking maybe if they trade Knights of the Flame, if they're willing to do a trade agreement with me, and they aren't, they're rejected. If they're willing to do a trade agreement by the time I get down to Lashik, I'll leave them be. If they're not, I'll just take them. I have no agreements with them. They're not allies with anyone. So Kunhern will finally get the opportunity. We started talking about this maybe turn 40, I think, about securing this coast. So, all right, and Alden Burlickson is going to go to El Calabad and take it, because it's part of Bel Aliad, right? Yeah, El Calabad, and then I'm going to go Black Tower of Arkarn. What are the Pools of Despair? All right. So maybe I take the Pools of Despair on my way to the Black Tower of Archon. Like, it doesn't have a real good garrison. So I guess I go take Ungram over to the Pools of Despair. What do they got for armies? Trash. So those are the fights you want to have. Ungram over to Pools of Despair, Black Tower of Archon. And then I take this and I've conquered that province. Now again, I might lose Bel Aliad. We've got these little crappy armies around and everything else like that. As long as I take the capitals and I can double back, I'm okay. I want the Black Period of Nagash. The Black Pyramid of Nagash. So I go there next after I take the Black Tower of Archon with Ungram. Because I think there's a special building in there and I want to get it. And then I don't go to Kemri because I have here Grombrindle's coming down. I'm going to try and chase off, if I can just get rid of this frickin' army. Oh, You?
Warrior of Sigmar.
War coordination target? Yes. Toddbringer boys have been pretty good. Maybe they can finish him off. But I'll take with Grombrindle, I can take Gorgazan on the way, and then Khemri. I'll come to Gorgazan, I'll take Khemri, then I'll double back to take Agrol Migdal. That'll finish this province here. And I might... No, Numas is the Skaven. So I'm just going to leave that. So that's the plan. I'm going to start to really quickly take over all of the south. And I'm going to focus on the capitals and double back for the smaller settlements if it doesn't make sense. Like right here, you know, I said focus on the capitals. Maybe I go directly to Black Tower of Archon. But if I can take the Pools of the Despair on the way, why not? Right? And then...
You know who I am.
So Grombrindle. I'm not going to get a fight with Felman because I can't catch him. But I don't want him to get by me. And I want him to run into Reich Marshal Toddbringer here, if we can. So, if I go this way, he could run around me. But what I want to do is I want to stop him from getting away from me this way. So maybe I want to go like this. And he should not... Just let me go look.
I'll see it done.
Yeah, see, like that's as far as I can go. So he may be able to get to Grunty Mingle, but no further. So if I go there, I can get back to Grunty Mingle, and I stop him from going out this way, I think. Yeah, because if I want to go this way, I can't cross here. See, even if I want to go there, it comes back to this river. So if I block off his access to this path, I can go over all this stuff. Yeah. If I block off his access to this path, I think we're good. So if I go here, I think I make it so he can't go past there. Okay. And I wonder if that would be a choke point battle. It should be. Anyways, now you can see my red ring is covering that path. So he definitely can't go this way. And if he goes back this way, I got him. And hopefully the Toddbringer boy will just go kill him. He might. I mean, I don't know if he can get there to fight him. But I need to kill him first. Then I can go take Gorgazan. I won't worry about Zandri. I'll come and take Khemri. Because it has a gold mine and it's a capital. And that's really going to hurt their recruitment. So, yeah. So basically I have Grombrindle coming down here. He's going to focus on like big capitals because he has the army to do it. Ungrim's going to focus on the armies and the small settlements with the exception of the Black Tower of Archon because it is not well defended. And I think it's only rank 4, maybe rank 3. And Kuhnhern is going to focus on securing this side of the map. And if this is all secured, I'm just going to take him around south. I'll take him to Bagar and Antioch, and I guess I'll take him directly to, well, I can just go and take this, and this. Bagar, Antioch, and Kasaber. And then I can turn north on this side. Obviously, with Belagar, we're gonna fight Krokgar, and we'll probably take Marak and Granite Mastiff on the way to Karag Arund. And that will basically shut down the Lizardmen all the way down here. We've already hurt them by taking Lamia, for sure. They're going to recruit slower. Thrund is just going to fight into Resetra, because it's a capital. And then he's going to come straight down to Teotihuacan, because it's a capital. And then if the Golden Tower is on the way, I'll take it, but I want the Cursed Jungle. No, the Temple of Skulls, all the way down here. So I'll just come over here and jump across to get to the Temple of Skulls. And I'm going to use Mundry Dringer just to scout for me. Yeah. Maybe I go scout right here. Something like that. Yeah, I can see there's a river there. Yeah, that's other settlement must be right in here. So, and then that's the edge of the map. Because they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 settlements left. but once we conquer the Krokgar and the Lizardmen down here, really, there's not a whole lot of corruption down here, but they are like unpleasant climates, unpleasant, and some of these are uninhabitable. Yep, uninhabitable, uninhabitable, uninhabitable. So we're gonna have to focus on probably lots of public order buildings to make them manageable. Yeah, kind of that sort of thing. But basically, with Grombrindle coming down from the north, he's okay. Let's give me a better view here. Okay, let's see if I can see all that. Grombrindle coming down from the north, down center like this. Ungrim coming, swinging down like this. Kunhern hooking over and finishing off this land, then coming over across the south. Then we have Belagar swinging in through here, and Thrund heading south and down this way. And Belagar will probably finish this off and then finish off some small settlements on this way. I don't know how many more turns it's going to take, but that's my plan for completing this. I have an army heading over to land on the Vampire Coast. And I have Thorgrim, who's going to kind of sit here near the center of our kingdom. And I have, of course, these two armies that are going to sneak up and either fight the Dark Elves here, or I'm going to come down to the High Elves. I mean, I could take all these. These are High Elves too, but I kind of want to take their island just for fun. So that, in a really slowly revealed, over-explained giant dwarven nutshell that takes a massive dwarven hammer to open, is that. So next episode we're gonna have some fights. I've gone through a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining on my strategy over the next few turns, what I'm going, where I'm going, why, and I've reworked my armies and my settlements to do exactly what I want. But Kunhern's going to be attacking up here. This army is going to be going out to El Kelabad. Ungrim Ironfist is going into the Pools of Despair. I hope, well, not this turn, but I hope we get that Felman Black Raider. But I'm planning on using Svenner to attack here with his with the garrison and himself to finish off this Lizardmen army. And then I'm just going to disband that army. And I'll have Belagar attacking Krokgar and Thrund attacking Resetra. And this is still the same turn. So I know I said, well, I kind of average just shy of 2 turns per episode. And, you know, the fastest, you know, like Legend of Total War is a legend. He's like almost at 11 turns per episode. But that, yeah, so we have a bunch of battles coming. I have no idea how this battle for Resetra is going to go, to be honest, because usually I use my quarrelers to slowly wade in. This is just going to be knock down the gates and run in and kill everybody because they have a pretty good garrison. So anyways, that's the episode. We will on next time, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fights, but I hope anyone who's really into this stuff like I am enjoyed it, and who enjoys this stuff as much as I do. A lot of people just can't stand this stuff, you know, like it's so boring, you're not fighting, but this is the stuff I love the most. Make a plan, you know, change or upgrade your heroes and alter who's got what and trying to optimize that and everything else like that. So for those of you who love this stuff, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next episode, we're going to be back on track, and we've got lots of fights coming up. So I'll see you next time on our Mortal Empires Legendary Dwarf Campaign walkthrough. Have a good one.